This is News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. A new ordinance in Janesville, if passed, will limit where individuals without housing in the city can stay overnight.
But city officials say it's all in the interest of safety. Our Maddie Heimsch is in Janesville with more.
Many of those struggling with homelessness in Janesville have found a place to stay overnight in the public library parking lot. But soon, that could change. The Hedberg Public Library is currently one of only 2 parking lots that people are legally allowed to stay in, the other located across the street from the city's police department. But as early as September, the city is looking to move everyone without a home to that spot, just a crosswalk away from law enforcement.
Part of the reason why is because of, sadly, a lot of the individuals that are sleeping or living in the lot right now, they've been affected by other sort of criminal things that have gone on in and around them, so it's not a cause of them.
Library Director Eric Robinson said there's been an increase in crime and violent incidents in the library parking lot over the last few years, turning Janesville citizens away from the library as a whole. He hopes the move will both keep the houseless population protected from crime and bring back a feeling of safety for library visitors. Robinson and other library leaders are set to meet with those affected tonight to discuss possible options moving forward. Reporting in Janesville, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Maddie, thank you, and we'll have more on the housing crisis and its effects on the community tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Continuing coverage now, Madison police are investigating another shooting at the Harmony Apartments. Officers say they responded just before 8:30 last night after receiving calls about multiple rounds of shots fired. Police say no one is hurt and officers did not find any damaged property. However, they did find evidence the shooting happened. Now, this is near the I-90-94 split. There are several parks not far from the apartments as well. Police say there's no risk to the public.
Let's get a check on the weather now. It's feeling a little autumnal outside this afternoon, Alex.
Yes, it sure is. It feels great just to have a long sleeve shirt on. Earlier this week when I had long sleeve shirt on, when we had 80s and dew points or 70, it was sweating. No sweating at all out here on the pad. Perfect out here. 65. The clouds hung around today much more than anticipated, and that kept our high temperatures down considerably in the mid to upper 60s across southern Wisconsin instead of getting up into the lower 70s. Winds out of the west-northwest, they've been gusty at times in Maine weather. We'll talk more about those gusty winds lasting into Saturday. Look at that dew point. I bring it up when I need to bring it up. It's in the lower 50s. It's really dry and very comfortable across all of southern Wisconsin. Warmest 66. That's all I can see. Oh, Sauk City on the other side of the Wisconsin River. You're at 67 degrees as we zoom on out. A couple low 70s out to the west towards the Wisconsin River Valley, out towards Boscobel and the Mississippi River. Cool day today. Hey, what can you expect this weekend? A bit breezy on Saturday, 73 degrees, and a little warmer on Sunday. Those breezy conditions on Saturday, let's track how gusty those winds will be in a few minutes together.
See you in just a bit. All 4 people charged with killing 43-year-old Devontae Mitchell are now in custody in Milwaukee. Former Hyatt Regency front desk agent Devin Johnson Carter and security guards Todd Erickson and Brandon Turner are all in jail. Hotel bellhop Herbert Williamson was taken into custody today. Prosecutors accuse the 4 men of causing Mitchell's death while committing misdemeanor battery. The medical examiners labeled his death a homicide. An investigation report says the incident started after Mitchell ran into a woman's bathroom at the Hyatt Regency where the 4 men worked. Mitchell's mother says her son was having a mental health episode. Video here shows the men pinning him down as he apologizes and begs them to stop. If convicted, each would face up to 15 years and 9 months in prison. As we get closer to the start of school, both kids and teachers are getting ready, but districts across Wisconsin are having a hard time both attracting and retaining educators.
Ellie LaLiberte joins us with what that means for this school year. Ellie?
The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction is calling the state's education workforce a crisis. That can mean less experienced educators coming into the classrooms for the school year. Teacher pay has decreased nearly 20% over the past 12 years, according to the DPI. 60% of first-year first-year teachers leave the state or profession after just 6 years. Tessa Maglio, a former teacher and communication assistant with the Wisconsin Public Education Network, says it's important to both work to attract educators, but also to retain them.
When we have that revolving door of newer people, you're just losing so much of that institutional, professional knowledge that is so important. And that's for teachers, for students and, community members.
Maggio also says it's more important than just pay to help teachers not leave the classroom. She says it also comes from educators not being included in important district decisions that impact them directly. Tonight at 5, you can hear directly from one Southern Wisconsin school district about what it's doing to remedy these concerns.
Ellie, thank you. Well, next, tracking the presidential candidates crisscrossing the country.
And Debbie may be more than a week old, but it is not showing its age, dumping huge amounts of rain on the East Coast. We'll have that story when Live at 4 continues.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Imagine trying to take on one of the big car companies. It's not easy. Yet this year, one local law firm finalized the largest compensatory verdict in state history against an automaker, over $38 million. And it was no fluke. That same firm has been holding big car companies accountable for faulty designs that cause injury for over 50 years. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
I'm Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council. America needs a commander-in-chief who's tough on illegal immigration. Kamala Harris fails that test.
We're not going to treat people who are undocumented across the border as criminals. That's correct. That is correct.
Kamala was Biden's border czar. She supported sanctuary cities and taxpayer benefits for illegal immigrants. And she created the worst border crisis in American history. Kamala Harris is dangerous.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
If you're about to replace your roof, stop. There's a solution about 80% less expensive. 9 out of 10 roofs can be saved by RoofMax. Guaranteed to extend the life of your current roof by 5 to 15 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. RoofMax's deep penetrating power restores flexibility and water protection. Nobody wants to replace their roof. Restore it instead with RoofMax for 80% less. Call now for a free roof inspection.
My mental health was better, but uncontrollable movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, started disrupting my day.
TD felt embarrassing. I felt like disconnecting. I asked my doctor about treating my TD and learned about Ingrezza.
Ingrezza is clinically proven for reducing TD. Most people saw results in just 2 weeks. People taking Ingrezza can stay on most mental health meds. Only #1 prescribed Ingrezza has simple dosing for TD. Always 1 pill once daily. Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have thoughts of suicide. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects including angioedema, potential heart rhythm problems, and abnormal movements. Report fevers, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these may be life-threatening. Sleepiness is the most common side effect.
Take control by asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
A passenger plane crashed today in a residential area outside of Sao Paulo, Brazil.
We want to warn you, the video you're about to see may be disturbing. The plane was on the way to Sao Paulo's International Airport when it went down and then burst into flames. Footage of the incident captured the plane falling in a flat spin out of the sky, followed by a large fireball. There were 57 passengers and 4 crew members aboard.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to say I don't see how this could be a survivable crash at all. If the crash itself were not a fatal jolt, the post-crash fire would be unfortunately fatal.
The airline has just confirmed there are no survivors. The cause of the crash is unknown. CBS News aviation safety analyst and former NTSB chairman Robert Zumwalt says an international investigation will soon get underway because the plane was manufactured in France and its engines came from Canada. Both Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are back on the campaign trail today.
While Harris is campaigning in a battleground state, Trump is headed to a state that he is expected to win comfortably. Willie James Inman has more from the White House.
Vice President Kamala Harris and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz are continuing their campaign tour of battleground states, rallying Friday evening in Arizona.
And I do have some genuine enthusiasm for the vice president's campaign.
Mesa, Arizona Mayor John Giles, a Republican, is endorsing Harris and has formed the Republicans for Harris group to help her win the state.
There's no way I can endorse Donald Trump. I regret where he's taken the Republican Party. We need two strong parties in our country, and right now we don't have that.
And for the first time in its nearly 100-year history, the Latino civil rights group LULAC is making a presidential endorsement, backing Harris and Walz.
Former President Donald Trump is hitting the campaign trail again, traveling to Bozeman, Montana. It's a state he will likely win easily in November, whether he campaigns there or not.
Trump has Montana's Senate race on his mind, where he's working to see Republican Tim Sheehy defeat Democratic incumbent John Tester.
I don't have to go there because I'm leading those states, as you know, by 35, 40, 50 points. I'm leading by record numbers. I'm going because I want to help senators and congressmen get elected.
Trump was asked Thursday why he's not campaigning more for himself.
Some of your allies have expressed concern that you're not taking this very seriously, particularly
What
at
a
a time
stupid question.
where there's enthusiasm on the other side. Why haven't you been campaigning this week?
Because I'm leading by a lot and because I'm letting their convention go through.
Democrats are holding their convention in Chicago beginning August 19th. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the White House.
The latest CBS News Battleground Tracker poll shows former President Trump and Vice President Harris tied in the state of Arizona.
Well, these are Taylor Swift fans, of course, gathering for the second day in a row in Vienna, Austria. This video shows a huge crowd of fans singing All Too Well together. A crowd of fans gathered in the city to sing songs by Swift on Thursday as well. On Wednesday, Vienna police arrested two suspects, including a 19-year-old Austrian citizen who allegedly pledged allegiance to the Islamic State. Today, police arrested a third suspect who was also allegedly loyal to Islamic State.
Well, Tropical Storm Debbie continues to dump rain and wreak havoc as it heads up the East Coast. Debbie drenched New York's metro area. It could cause flooding in the Adirondacks into New England, with tornado watches in effect for parts of New York and New Jersey. Parts of the Carolinas, as you know, sustained heavy flooding from Debbie, and there was no easy way to cross a street in Alexandria, Virginia.
We have the floodgates up, and I've just been watching this because I'm only parked up the road a little ways.
At first you don't think of it that much of a threat, but it takes away not just industry, but all the natural wildlife and all, depending on all these patterns.
Airline travelers leaving the D.C. area were warned to expect delays, especially as the day wore on. Since last Friday, FlightAware has recorded more than 9,100 cancellations and more than 62,000 delays related to this storm.
Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Debbie has a far-reaching ripple effect, doesn't she? Alex.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Debbie's been around for well over a week now. It is up over the Adirondacks, producing all that heavy rainfall. Susan, you hit it on the nose. Heavy rainfall, tornadoes. Those are the main threats when a tropical system moves inland, and that has been the mode for the past couple of days along the East Coast. The silver lining, though, is now that Debbie is getting further and further north into North America, our stronger winds higher up are going to start to steer this storm faster and causing it to have a lesser of a chance to just meander around. So that's good news that the storm will start to pick up in speed. Now, Southern Wisconsin, we've got picture-perfect weather compared to what we had on Monday with the alert days. So what a difference Monday to Friday makes with 65 out there right now. The west-northwest breezes feel pretty refreshing in my opinion. And a 52-degree dew point that's dry and comfy. We got 65, 66 across all of Dane County. A couple sprinkles of 71, not sprinkles, but the 71s are out there. Boscobel up towards La Crosse at 71 degrees. Mineral Point kind of chilly at 63. We had some clouds that have been hanging around longer than forecasted, and that's holding those temperatures down some. But as we move into Saturday, I am expecting more of the way of sunshine. That should get us up to 73, but it will be a bit on the breezy side. Sunday still going for 77, a little warmer, and the winds will go down just a touch on Sunday. 52 to start off Saturday with those strong winds coming in off the west and out of the northwest. We'll struggle to get to the mid to upper 60s by lunchtime, but I'm guessing there's probably a few complaints with this nice cool stretch across southern Wisconsin. 73 for a high temperature Saturday afternoon. The gusty winds 25 to 30 miles per hour to start Saturday. As we move further and further into Saturday, look at the wind speed starting to go down significantly by the time we get late Saturday night, and Sunday should be quite pleasant in the wind and the temperature department. Now the muggy meter is going to start working its way back up to dew points near 60 or just a tiny bit above. That'll put a little bit of that moisture feel in the air by the time we get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, carrying on into the rest of the 10-day forecast. As we move into Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll see those storm chances increase as well. I think Thursday night right now looks to be the best chance for showers and for thunderstorms. So we'll return back to what it should look like for August. Thanks, Steve, for sending us this rainbow photo. Boy, have we had a lot of rainbow photos lately this year because we've had a lot of showers and storms at the end of the day, and then you get the sun going through those raindrops, producing just stunning rainbow photos this year. Scan that QR code in the upper left if you want to be part of the community of weather photos that we have on channel3000.com/weather. So that it gives us the opportunity for me to talk about the weather, forecast the weather, but also show the weather.
That's a great picture. Hope Steve made a wish. Thank you, Alex. Well, many people who live with a deviated septum don't even know they have one or realize how much it's impacting their quality of life. But doctors say for the right patient, an hour-long operation can be life-changing.
Dr. Malika Marshall has more on how smaller incisions and new techniques to control bleeding are making recovery much easier.
Part of the job of a firefighter is to sniff out danger, which was always a challenge for 41-year-old Cliff Silva.
I will enter the building and say, well, I don't smell anything. And then everyone else comes in and they say, well, it's definitely here and we have to go find it.
Little did he know he had a structural problem.
I would take a deep breath and I would have one side of the nose and didn't really realize that that was wrong.
24-year-old Valerie Shaw's nostrils would collapse on both sides, making it hard to breathe and smell.
My mom would always tell me that the scents in my car were too strong.
Both Valerie and Cliff had deviated septums.
Deviated septum surgery has been around for decades, but new improvements have made it a lot less painful and more effective.
I think it's come the furthest of any surgery that I do in 10 years.
Dr. Linda Lee is a facial plastic surgeon at Mass Eye and Ear. She says the key is selecting the right candidates.
We understand who to operate on and who not to. We can't cure snoring, we can't cure allergies, so it's got to be a very distinct deviation in order to improve.
Nostril breathing is important for smell and taste, sleep, exercise, mood, and possibly cardiovascular health.
I know that not only is it a quality of life thing, but I truly know you are healthier now.
Dr. Lee operated on both Cliff and Valerie, which they say was life-changing.
I did this to live and breathe, and it made an unbelievable difference.
It was like a whole new world. I really couldn't breathe out of my nose before this. I can smell colors.
Colors, and finally, the air fresheners in her car. Dr. Malika Marshall, CBS News, Boston.
If you think you have a deviated septum, doctors say consult a plastic surgeon to make sure you're a good candidate for surgery. And in some cases, patients can also have cosmetic work done on their nose at the same time.
Well, 10 years ago today, 18-year-old Michael Brown was killed by a police officer in Ferguson, Missouri. Brown and a friend were walking on a street when police officers asked them to move to the sidewalk. A fight broke out, and witnesses say Brown, who was unarmed, raised his hands in surrender when an officer shot. After his death, the St. Louis suburb was in the national spotlight as protests went on for months. Missouri Highway Patrol Captain Ron Johnson was given the task of trying to restore peace and trust in the community. He and his friend, Cedric the Entertainer, who grew up nearby, are featured in a CBS primetime special tonight.
My name is Cedric the Entertainer. Ron Johnson and I both grew up near Ferguson, and we've been friends for decades. That's why Mike Brown's death and what followed hurts so deeply.
Some of our lives have purpose as we walk this earth, and some of our lives have purpose when we're not here.
True.
13 Days in Ferguson looks into the riots and the aftermath, including how Brown's death led to massive change in Ferguson. In 2014, every city leader was white in the majority black city. Today, the mayor, the police chief, the city attorney, and other key leaders are black. The special airs tonight at 9 o'clock on WISC-TV.
Well, back here in the 608, it's a big weekend for Forward Madison.
Our Josh Spreiter has what's happening at Breeze-Stevens. He'll have all the details when Live at 4 continues.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
I'm the proud son of a single mom.
My mom worked nights to provide for us.
My mom worked 80 hours a week.
But Eric Hovde thinks if you have a single mom, you're going to be poor or a drug addict?
That is a direct path to a life of poverty. It leads to higher drug rates.
That just shows Eric Hovde is ignorant.
Come on, I'm successful today because of my mom.
I learned my work ethic from my mom, my single mom.
What is wrong with this guy?
Right now, we're running our 60-60-60 sale. So when you purchase your new concrete coating, you get a $60 Visa gift card plus either 60% off installation or 60-month no-interest financing. This is one of our best deals of the year, so visit our website or call the number for your new floor today.
Wood decks can require hours of tedious maintenance every year. Our decks outlast wood 3 to 1 and are virtually maintenance-free. And all of our decks are backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, you can save $1,000 on your new deck project. Visit the website or call the number for your new deck today.
An 11% rebate on everything at Menards. We carry a great selection of carpets. Find the color and style that fits your home. Chevron carpet is just 79 cents per square foot after rebate. Add a classic touch to your home with vinyl flooring. Tarkett vinyl plank is waterproof, perfect for kitchens and bathrooms. Veracor vinyl plank is $349 per square foot after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
It's Empire Today's half price sale. Get half price on select styles of fully installed carpet or flooring, plus pay no interest for 12 months. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
He sent me to...
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
You know what we should do right here? It's
Friday! Good call. Yes.
Doesn't that just feel good, everyone?
It does.
Well, Forward Madison FC is having a big year in the 608, and this weekend's no different.
I yelled it's Friday and I swallowed my mitt.
Gosh, I'm sorry. Well, Josh Spreiter is at Breeze-Stevens Field with what's happening there.
We are having a ball on Breese-Stevens Field, learning what's happening with Forward Madison, and it's going to be a big weekend for Forward Madison, so come on down, and we're learning a little bit more about what they have going on here for the rest of the season. Connor with Forward Madison is joining us. Connor, good to see you again.
Great to have you here.
You know, you guys have been having a heck of a year. This is year 6 for you. How much have you guys seen as far as growth over the years?
Yeah, just amazing to see what, when we started in 2019, we weren't sure what pro soccer was going to happen, what it was going to hold here in Madison. And the way the community supported it has been great. We continue to grow every year. We have a capacity of 5,000 seats. We average about 4,200 fans per game, and we're just really fortunate for the way that the community has supported us since we started in 2019.
You know, it's those community partnerships that matter, and this community has really lifted you guys up.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to build the club, let the community build the club. The community picked our name, they picked our colors, they even picked what our logo was. And, the community really drives this organization. Yes, we're privately held, but Forward Madison's driven by the community and the input from the community. Even when we hired our head coach, Matt Glazer, when he came to town to interview, he didn't interview with the staff, he interviewed with the fans. The fans interviewed our coaching candidates and helped pick who our next leader was going to be.
So you guys also have a lot of events happening here. One of them this weekend, where you guys are going to have a Packers legend joining you guys on the field.
You bet. American Football Night here. Mason Crosby will be out here Saturday night meeting fans. He's even going to, at halftime, do what we're going to call the crossbar challenge. So he'll kick the ball 10 times, try and hit the crossbar on the goal. Each time he hits the crossbar, we'll knock $1 off your beer price in the second half.
Oh, there you go.
It should be a lot of fun to have a Packer legend out here, mix a little American football with football, and have a great night.
That's awesome. Next week, you guys have Oktoberfest coming up here, too.
You bet. It's our celebration of German Oktoberfest, and you've got a great package where you can get a Forward Madison boot, beer boot, and a ticket for just $45.
You know, you guys have events happening here all the time. You're in the thick of the season, but still plenty of time to be able to come out and check out the action.
You bet. 7 home games left. If you haven't gotten out to see Forward Madison yet this year, we've got a bunch of great opportunities coming up. And every night, in addition to the game, we have some kind of promotion or something fun going on, some kind of ticket package.
Something for the whole family.
That's the hope.
All right, Connor, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. If you'd like to learn more about what's happening here at Breese-Stevens Field with Forward Madison, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. In Madison, I'm Josh Breiter, News 3 Now.
Sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun. And that's good. There's still 7 home games to check out.
I need to check one out. I'm behind on that. There's $1 million lottery ticket just waiting to be claimed.
And when we come back, we'll tell you why some theaters are refusing to show the movie Twisters. We'll find out more details on that when Live at 4 returns.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
This is America's border czar, and she's failed us. Under Harris, over 10 million illegally here. 250,000 Americans dead from fentanyl. Brutal migrant crimes. And ISIS now here.
Do you have any plans to visit the border? You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
Kamala Harris, failed, weak, dangerously liberal.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Outlets at the Dells, an attraction not to be missed. With over 60 of the world's biggest brands, we thrill family vacationers, trendsetters, and all who love a smoking hot discount. We're all about the thrill of the deal, the joy of finding the thing you forgot to pack. the backpack that the kids really, really want, the sneakers that make PE class the most awesome, and the discounts that no one else can touch. Get the first day look they want and save up to 70% off on everything for back to school. Visit outletsatthedells.com for coupon and details.
Kamala Harris has taken on gang members to get justice for victims, taken on big banks to pay back people they ripped off, taken on drug companies to cap insulin at $35. Now she's running to take on greedy corporations who jack up prices to lower everyday costs for working families. They're spending millions on ads attacking her because she'd be a president who fights for you. FF PAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now live at 4, moving forward.
Oh, there's Bucky Badger, just having a nice day at the lake. You know, not a bad day to be outside. It's pretty comfortable. Today's weather words are cool for August. Alex was saying it's feeling just a little bit autumnal out there.
It is, yes, and that's also why, you know, I match my clothes and glasses to the weather. Got the blue shades on for cool temperatures, a little bit of purple. I haven't worn purple in a while, and it does feel nice out here. Refreshing for a change. You're not coming out on the patio and coming back into the studio all sweaty from all the warm temperatures and humidity that we've had this summer. The whole weekend is looking cool with dry conditions next several days. Breezy, too. I don't know if you can hear that in my mic behind me, but the winds are a bit on the strong side out here in the patio right now. We will eventually warm up as we get out further into next week. So it's just a tiny period of cool weather, with the coolest on Saturday, 73. Nope, a bit breezy. In Maine weather, I'll show you how breezy those wind gusts are going to get across southern Wisconsin. And then a little bit lighter winds on Sunday, highs up near 77. That's about as perfect as you can get. And I've said perfect a couple of times this week with this overall forecast. 65 in Madison. The clouds hung around today, had a little disturbance coming in here that wrapped in around from the north and from the west, bringing clouds that were a bit on the unexpected side, keeping temperatures a little bit cooler than forecasted. At dew point's 52, that's super comfortable dew point out there. 65 in Madison, 67 to the west in Cross Plains, 66 to the southeast down towards Edgerton. 71 and a 72 in the Wisconsin River Valley towards the Mississippi River out towards Prairie du Chien and Boscobel. And you can wake up to 52 degrees tomorrow morning. We'll track those gusty winds and when the next best chance of rain is coming up.
All right, Alex, thank you. Madison police responded to a trespassing complaint at Anytime Fitness in the heart of UW's campus. They later found out that same suspect is possibly connected to 2 sexual assault incidents at that same gym.
This comes just weeks before students, faculty, and staff return to campus. Tanisha Shaw spoke with officials and students about safety concerns ahead of the fall semester.
Madison police say they found a 21-year-old man injured with a cut on his leg after responding to Anytime Fitness. That man is potentially tied to a sexual assault at that same gym. It's causing some UW students to voice their concerns.
It definitely makes me solidify what people say, never walk alone, never go out by yourself, so all that kind of stuff. Definitely hearing that, it's scary and makes me want to be more aware of my surroundings, and going into the gym, I'm definitely going to be okay, this is kind of scary, this happened here.
UW police say they're ready to support students and have resources for anyone to use.
Well, if they're feeling uncomfortable, we'd strongly recommend that they can give us a call. We have a non-emergency number if they don't feel like it's an immediate emergency. Obviously, if they do feel it's an emergency, call 911. But they can always call our non-emergency number, again, available through the Badger Safe app and through many other resources. And our officers will respond, and we'll check the area out, and we'll just make sure that everything's safe for them.
Right now, the Madison Police Department is leading the investigation. We do not know the name of the suspect, but we do know that a mental health clinic is involved. Reporting in studio, News 3 Now, Tanisha Shaw.
Well, Madison Police Department asks students to download the Badger Safe app to be up to date on incidents and for safety resources.
Next week is primary election day. Wisconsinites will head to the polls on Tuesday to cast votes in many local races. That includes competitive Democratic primaries for some Dane County Assembly and Senate races. We sat down with Cap Times reporter Andrew Ball on this week's For the Record for a breakdown of one key Senate race to watch on the city's east side.
You have State Representative Jimmy Anderson from Fitchburg, Representative Samba Balde from the east side of Madison, and Representative Melissa Ratcliffe from Cottage Grove. So that already makes things kind of interesting. You have three people who are known quantities in state politics and have some level of name recognition.
And you can see more of our interview this Sunday at 10:30 on For the Record.
Now to our stocks. Wall Street recovered most of this week's early losses. The Dow ended up with a gain of 51. The Nasdaq gained 85, and the S&P was up almost 25. One of the big blockbuster hits this summer is Twisters, but it won't be shown at some theaters in Iowa. The manager of the theater in Winterset, Iowa, says the images just hit too close to home. A deadly EF4 tornado came through Winterset in 2022, and just 25 miles west in Greenfield, people are still picking up the pieces from a deadly EF4 tornado in May.
It was just kind of a visceral feeling of, we just don't feel this is right.
Smith says the theater is turning its focus to other movies like Fly Me to the Moon and Deadpool. Across the border in Minnesota, $1 million is just waiting for someone. I'll take it if no one wants it. The Minnesota Lottery says it's been waiting since January for $1 million raffle winner to come forward.
Adam Duxter shares what happens if no one steps up.
As days pass and groceries scan at Delano's Coburn's Marketplace, theories are spreading.
You would think that in this size community, people would find out.
Someone won $1 million here on January 1st.
Okay.
Now, they're either
talking to a lawyer or being smart,
or
they just don't know they won.
We start looking for them right away.
Lotto director Adam Prock.
We have people who win prizes that they want to get in right away and claim that money, and we have others that want to get their ducks in a row.
Still confident the winner is taking their time, especially after the other grand prize raffle winner from Dundas came forward just days ago.
We're okay with whenever you want to come in. Get your ducks in a row, as they say. Get ready, come on in, and we'll take care of you at any time.
The winner has until year's end to step up. If they don't, the money goes to the state's general fund. 7 months for this town of less than 7,000, thinking, what if it was me?
A lot of people that win that much money, it's gone in no time flat. They don't know what to do with it.
I'd probably get a crotch rocket, another one, and then I'd probably get a truck.
There you go. I would never do that. Well, it's probably because I'm 73 and not, 17.
With the millionaire.
If you got a lotto ticket, pay attention to the winners.
Please step up.
Watch the news, make sure you know.
Gosh.
And that is former News 3 alum Adam Duxter.
He's still saying hi to us.
Yeah, that's right. Good to see.
Well, Will Loper is standing by.
When we come back, he has 3 suggestions for you on what to stream this weekend. That's why Live at 4 continues.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
We've all seen these ads by Senator Baldwin attacking me. She's lying to you. But that's what career politicians do when they get in trouble. The truth? I was born and live in Wisconsin. I've never run a nursing home. And of course I believe seniors should vote. The false attacks are going to keep coming because she has nothing to run on. Her record has failed us on inflation, the border, and crime. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message for this reason. It's time for change.
News 3 Now, in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club, is collecting school supplies for area students, and we need your help. Drop off school supplies at any of our Dane County locations from now until August 16th, or make a monetary donation at channel3000.com. Thank you for helping hundreds of youth by making a generous donation to the News 3 Now Back to School Supply Drive. Sponsored by Metcalf's Market, Lamer's Bus Line, and Midwest Financial Group.
Baraboo Furniture and Mattress is celebrating Wisconsin's hot summer months with a huge hot summer sale. Save from 20 to 60% off every item store-wide. Over $1 million of quality name brands on display in our beautiful new showroom, including Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, England, Ashley, Spring Air, Amish Furniture, and much more, all on sale. Get special free financing, all credit welcome. Hurry in today to the huge store-wide hot summer sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
Are your home's tired, leaky gutters saying, rain, rain, go away? Is your basement at risk of flooding? To the rescue, Fry Construction and our Absolute Gutters. Our gutters are custom fabricated on-site for a perfect, seamless fit that's engineered to excel. Wishing for a break in the clouds? How about a sunny 29% discount on our Absolute Gutter System? To get this great deal, visit fryconstruction.com today to schedule your roof or siding replacement.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
New at 5, Wisconsin teachers are leaving their classrooms at an alarming rate. We take a closer look at the impact it could have on your child's education and a possible solution.
We have a quiet, calm, cool, and dry stretch ahead, but coming up at 5, we'll use the Climate Prediction Center forecast to let you know when the next chance of rain is.
And ahead at 6, a new ordinance in Janesville could slash available overnight sleeping spots for the homeless in half. We review what led to the controversial proposal tonight at 6.
Well, a true story about saving children from Nazis, an audio experience like no other, and Matt Damon doing what Matt Damon does best.
Will Loper has his recommendations for what to stream this weekend.
Now, an extraordinary story about a young man who many years ago visited Prague. What he found there were thousands of refugees at the mercy of Hitler's imminent invasion.
Embark on an emotional experience with the film One Life, newly streaming on Paramount Plus.
Nikki, you must know we cannot save them all. You have to forgive yourself that.
Anthony Hopkins stars as Nicholas Winton in the true story of a man who saved over 600 children from Nazis in 1939 Czechoslovakia. Get out your headphones for an auditory experience in Secret World of Sound with David Attenborough, newly streaming on Netflix.
It's time to open your ears to life as you've never heard it before.
I got a once-in-a-lifetime score. You the Marine?
Yeah.
You the ex-con?
And go on a heist with The Instigators, newly streaming on Apple TV+.
It's your first job? I know what I'm doing. A little late for a career change, ain't it? Be 60?
Matt Damon and Casey Affleck take part in a job to steal a corrupt politician's money.
I really need you right now, Doc.
I would be breaking the law.
What if I took you hostage? I mean, like, you know, with your permission.
What kind of conversation is this?
You're gonna love him.
For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
Rory, you are driving recklessly.
You're in the middle of a high-speed car chase.
Well, I'd like to see all three of those.
Yeah, some good options to stream. Well, if you're not streaming, grab your bike, because a great Madison summer tradition returns this weekend.
It is Ride the Drive, back on Sunday, and organizers say it's going to be bigger and better than ever this year. We'll have all the details when Live at 4 continues.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello permanent fat removal and get summer body ready in just one visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me.
I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Joe Biden made Kamala Harris border czar to fix immigration. First, she ignored it.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
At some point.
Then she just lied.
The border is secure.
10 million illegal immigrants, migrant crime out of control, fentanyl kills thousands.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris, failed, weak, dangerously liberal.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
If you're watching this Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance commercial, there's a good chance that you're alive. And if you're not, well, this may not be of interest to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Life insurance? I'm going to live forever. Death is what happens to other people. Well, for the sake of argument, let's assume you're wrong and that someday you won't be watching TV anymore. I know it's not easy to talk about, so I'll do the talking. If you're 50 plus and alive, you can apply for Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance with guaranteed acceptance, regardless of your health. And since this life insurance is guaranteed, you don't have to get a medical exam. In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, just call 800-387-9724. Then when you stop, if you stop watching TV, your family can use the insurance money to help cover your final expenses or anything else. For a free quote, call today, 800-387-9724. Your kids already inherited your ears, allergies, and questionable singing voice. Don't make them inherit your final expense tab, too.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC turn your design dreams into reality. With customized solutions and quality products, our passion and expertise will help turn your room into a dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Well, how about this? This Sunday, you can ride your bike all over the city of Madison, and you won't have to worry about cars, trucks, or buses.
It is so cool to ride your bike up John Nolan Drive, and there are no cars. It is Ride the Drive. It's back this year, and organizers say it will be better than ever. Terrence Thompson is the community service manager for Madison Parks, and he joins us live this afternoon from McPike Park. Hi, Terrence.
Hello.
Great to see you.
Brady and Susan, thanks for having us.
So this is the first Ride the Drive since the pandemic, believe it or not. And it is such a great event. Tell us what's in store this year.
Oh man, yeah, Ride the Drive is back. It's bigger than ever. We haven't had the event since COVID. We attempted to have it last year, but due to staffing challenges, we're not able to have it. But this year, instead of traditionally showcasing our 3 parks in about a mile and a half of closed streets, we're up to 6 parks that we'll be showcasing and about 4 streets. So all those hubs that we have will have activities, food, music, and we're so excited to have it back.
Wow, and we're showing video of previous years, and everyone just looks so happy. You know, how many people are you expecting this year, and why does it just fill people up with joy?
Yeah, so Ride the Drive, we're expecting about 10,000 or so attendees this year for this event. We traditionally around 7,000 to 8,000, and with the longer route, the community is able to enjoy alternative methods of traveling on public streets. They can bike, road, stroll, anything they would like on public roads.
So there are going to be some major traffic closures on Sunday. You're closing John Nolan Drive, Regent Street, Willie Street. What do people need to know if they have plans to go downtown over the weekend?
So we have signage all over that area, and feel free to visit our website, ridethedrive.com. There's a map of all the street closures there. So we just ask the community just to stay in tune with that and be prepared for those closures.
It'll be a good day for everyone to get on their bikes.
Where do you pick it up, Terrence? Do you start at McPike Park, or where can you hop on your bike and start riding around?
You can actually drop in on any part of the route, which is a good part of the event. So you can jump in anywhere and enjoy the event.
Well, thank you very much for sharing that. I think everyone's looking forward to getting out there.
It gets everybody visiting community shops. It's a real community bonding thing. And the weather is going to be perfect. Alex served it up just...
we're looking forward to it.
Just for you. Have a wonderful event. We'll see you down there, Terrence. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Alex, a lot of people are saying thank you
You're
for this
welcome.
weather.
I put the order in and it panned out this time. Picture perfect. Look at Sunday. Highs up around 77 degrees. That's just a little bit below normal. So if you're going to be on your bike and getting a little bit of exercise, probably not going to be doing any sweating this year with temperatures below normal. Eventually our temperatures will start to scoop back up closer to normal, which is about 80 degrees, and we'll be flirting with that mid to late of all of the next upcoming work week, and the humidity levels will start to increase as well. Planning your night tonight here in Madison and in southern Wisconsin. There go the temperatures down through the 60s, down into the 50s. It's going to be a chilly start at 52 on Saturday morning. 65 out there right now. We had a little bit of an unexpected area of clouds move across portions of southern Wisconsin. That's why our temperatures didn't get into the lower 70s across much of the area. And that dew point, I bring it up when I need to bring it up, and it's low and refreshing out there. I can attest to that. The patio was gorgeous, and I'm looking forward to going out on the patio a little bit more this evening, and a walk after the 6 o'clock newscast. 65 in Madison, 66 to the west in Mount Horeb. We'll tie that 66 to the northwest up in Sauk City as well. And in Lone Rock, 68 in the Dells, 65 to the north up towards Marquette and Green Lake counties, and 66 in Janesville. There's that 52 to start Saturday morning. Gusty winds approaching 15, 20, 25, maybe even 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts at times Saturday. And we will end Saturday with temperatures in the lower to middle 70s out there, provided we get that sunshine, which I think our chances are greater. There are those wind gusts staying in that 25 to 30-mile-per-hour range, but if you don't want the wind, eventually the wind's going to move off towards the east. The stronger wind gusts later Saturday and Sunday is not looking windy at this point in time. Brought this up yesterday and the past couple days, still looking wetter than normal as we go out mid to late next week, owing to a ridge of high pressure. That's a dome of high pressure. Warm, humid conditions will be building into the center part of the country, and we're going to be right on the peripheral of that, right on the edge of it, and that brings us those shower and storm chances, and it brings those temperatures back up to where we typically are for this time of year, into the lower 80s with lows in the 60s, with the best chance for showers and thunderstorms, I think, right now as we time these out Thursday night. But any day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even going into the following weekend, there'll be a chance of a storm. Stick with us. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
I'm the proud son of a single mom.
My mom worked nights to provide for us.
My mom worked 80 hours a week.
But Eric Hovde thinks if you have a single mom, you're going to be poor or a drug addict?
That is a direct path to a life of poverty. It leads to higher drug rates.
That just shows Eric Hovde is ignorant.
Come on, I'm successful today because of my mom.
I learned my work ethic from my mom, my single mom.
What is wrong with this guy?
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
The Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Festival runs August 14th through the 18th. The famous 80 tons of steamed corn, rolled in butter and lightly salted, is served Saturday and Sunday only. Visit sunprairiecornfest.com for complete details and hotel discounts.
Right now, we're running our 60-60-60 sale. So when you purchase your new concrete coating, you get a $60 Visa gift card plus either 60% off installation or 60-month no-interest financing. This is one of our best deals of the year. So visit our website or call the number for your new floor today.
I'm running to fight for an America where the economy works for working people, where you only have to work one job to pay the bills, and where hard work is rewarded, where reproductive rights are not just protected by the Constitution of the United States, but guaranteed in every state, because that's our America. And that's the America I believe in.
FFPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Moving forward in your community, lending helping hands, spotlighting the people, telling the stories, warning you first. Your local news source for nearly 70 years. News 3 Now. Moving forward.
We're losing the perspective of the people who most closely work with the children that we're trying to serve.
Wisconsin teachers are leaving their classrooms. We look at how it could impact your child's education. Coming up next.
Take a look at this. It's a special birthday. Smokey Bear is celebrating his 80th birthday today. I know. Doesn't look a day over 50. The beloved fictional bear first appeared on a wildlife prevention poster in August 1944 and quickly became America's symbol for wildfire prevention. His original message was, "Care will prevent 9 out of 10 forest fires." Well, now it's that familiar saying, you know it, only you can prevent wildfires. A year-long celebration of Smokey Bear's 80th birthday kicks off today with an award ceremony honoring wildlife prevention heroes. Oh, very nice. We'll be right back.
At Machinery Road Bicycles, you'll find Wisconsin's largest selection of cycling apparel, shoes, and helmets from Pearl Izumi, Castelli, Trek, Gore, Showers Pass, Terry, Bell, and Giro. There's no such thing as bad weather, just unsuitable clothing. At Machinery Road Bicycles, you'll find cycling apparel for all seasons, whether you're trying to beat the heat or stay warm and dry. Lots of great bargains. From commuting to triathlon, from quality basics to the gear the pros wear and everything in between. The most beautiful bicycle store in the world, Machinery Road Bicycles, has you covered.
We've all seen these ads by Senator Baldwin attacking me. She's lying to you. But that's what career politicians do when they get in trouble. The truth? I was born and live in Wisconsin. I've never run a nursing home, and of course I believe seniors should vote. The false attacks are going to keep coming because she has nothing to run on. Her record has failed us on inflation, the border, and crime. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message for this reason. It's time for change.
Service and savings. It's Woodman's.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint.
I'm Phil, saving you big time money on water.
32 packs of Niagara purified water or Chippewa spring water. $3.69 each or 2 for $7.
Hi, Caramba, hot prices on water.
$3.69 or 2 for $7.
We buy in truckloads. No one beats our price.
Better products, better prices, better service because we're employee owned.
It's Woodman's.
Cap Times Idea Fest is back for a week of powerhouse speakers and sessions exploring important local and national topics. September 15th through the 21st in Madison. This year's guest speakers include Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi, former member of Congress Liz Cheney, Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson, and historian Heather Cox Richardson, along with many others. Idea Fest brings together change makers to discuss Wisconsin's triumphs and failures to help reach a better state. Purchase your tickets today at captimesideafest.com to join this premier thought festival.
And that wraps up today's Live at 4 for this work week. Brady's in the newsroom with more on what's still to come. Brady?
At 4, we go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs in the Mazda Miata Grand Touring Convertible Roadster. And then next at 5, home prices hit record highs this year. We'll look at just how unaffordable homes have become. Thanks for watching Live at 4. Have a good weekend. See you back here on Monday. News 3 Now at 5 starts right after this.